All right, yo, check this out. We got a brother here. You understand what I'm saying? With a handle of not a watch snob.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And I think some of you snobs out there could take some tips from this guy. Okay? Check him out on YouTube. Check him out on Instagram. We got Billy from Not a Watch Snob. What's good?
How are you guys? How's everything going over there?
Chilling, man. Great.
It's great, buddy. I love that you're wearing your traditional Hawaiian shirt.
Of course. Now, you guys might not know this. This is not just for the video. I wear Hawaiian shirts throughout my daily life. My girlfriend hates me for it, but yeah, I think that you can't have a bad day if you're wearing a Hawaiian shirt, of course.
Oh, wow.
And
what's up?
And everybody listening that's probably not watching this on YouTube, you can see Billy's girlfriend in the background. She's laying in bed on her phone.
Okay.
That is amazing.
You could give
That's
two shits
awesome.
about watches. I don't know if we can swear. Am I allowed to drop
Do
a
your
little
thing,
S-bomb?
Billy.
Hey, man.
But,
do your
thing, man.
Yeah, she could give two shits about watches, so she's like, okay, who gives a fuck? She's
Right.
Yeah.
Chill.
I love that he has the kind of like a briefcase open in the background with
Yeah.
watches. There's a cat to the left of him, then his girlfriend in the background on the phone. He has some party lights going on.
It's classic.
You gotta watch this on YouTube.
That's a guard kitty. I'm
Classic.
telling you, that's a guard kitty. You gotta watch out.
Right
They're tougher
on.
than those dogs. You gotta watch out.
Yeah, I know I had a cat once that was trying to fight raccoons, so,
Dude, right?
you know.
Dogs are pussies. They're all
Yeah.
bark. These cats come
Right,
up
right.
and slide. They'll slice your fucking throat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man. Well,
Sure.
before we go into the official introduction of who you are and all that good stuff, let's do a round of wrist checks. Billy, what are you rocking, man?
I'm wearing my Bell & Ross BR03 88.
Very cool.
Yeah, I love this watch. It's very nice.
Right on.
Super cool, man. We actually don't hear about Bell & Ross too much, P. I mean, we've been doing this for a minute, and
Yeah. I think he
Nobody
liked
ever
the
talked.
first one that came on with a Bell & Ross.
Great
Straight up.
brand. I mean, it's just fun, you know?
Right.
good for
Got
you,
that
man.
great pilot style. Now, I'm not huge into pilot watches. However, just this is like a menacing sort of, like, you gotta have muscles to wear this watch. I don't have muscles, but they're coming. But,
Right,
yeah,
for
it's
sure.
tough.
You
Absolutely.
got the attitude, buddy. You can wear it.
Of course.
Right.
Of course.
P. Ross, what are you rocking, buddy?
The Casio. Let me see if I can get the reference down. AQ-164W module 4632, I think.
Holy crap!
So, you know.
Like a social security there.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. I probably got the module number wrong, but
I
The
wouldn't
reference
even
number is
remember all
good.
that. I'd just be like, it's a Casio. I'm good.
right.
Today on the wrist, I got the Bulova Lunar Pilot, the
Ooh.
black edition, the all black on a Artham.
He finally brought him out.
It's been sleeping. I feel so bad. I wanted this watch so bad last Christmas. I think I've had it for about a year, and I wanted it and all that. And then because it does fit a little bit bigger, and it's a little heavy, I just don't wear it as much. But every time I do, it's like Bulova really needs to reissue this watch in a smaller size and with a different movement. I mean, I like the movement; it's respectable. Obviously, it's a precision in its movement, but or high beat movement or whatever they call it. I think it is the precision is, but anyway, the case is a little big in my opinion. But if they were to bring it back to the era of the original thing, it would be awesome. Now, again, I don't know if you guys know the story, but it wasn't really Bulova it wasn't really their case. It was Universal Genève with their Chrono something. I forget the name of it, but it's in my review video that I did over a year ago. So
Great review.
Wow. That's
but
interesting.
Billy, so what's up with you, man? To talk to me. I mean, you're such an interesting guy.
Ooh, you said that so cool, boy. I love it.
Oh man, Billy. I mean, how did I find you? Josh, was it Josh?
Oh, my parody video, I think, is how we met. So I made that parody of Rupert Holmes' Escape, the "If You Like Pina Coladas."
Right.
You know that.
Yeah,
You know that song.
That's right. That's right.
Everybody knows that song, and I parodied it about watches, of course.
Right.
And yeah, that's how I saw you.
And then you just do a video on a Bulova and the 1976 digital watch, and you did the whole Earth, Wind, and Fire thing, disco thing.
Of course, I had a fake mustache and everything.
Yeah,
I found my dad's white, like 80s white suit jacket. I fit into that puppy. He was pissed too. He's like, "Don't be stealing my shit." I'm like, "Dude, come on, I gotta make a video."
Right.
I look like half an asshole. I have like the wig half on. I was like, "What the hell is this? This is my son."
All right, man. So why don't you really introduce yourself, right? If you don't mind telling us your age. Obviously, you seem a little on the younger side. I know you're still in college, university.
I'm kind of old to be in college. Doing the second round, 25. Going for my bachelor's.
Nice.
Had no clue what I wanted in the beginning.
Okay.
Got booted from a couple schools, and now I'm just trying to finish it. I'm on the last stretch. So
if you don't mind me asking, what's your major?
Communications.
Oh, you're great at it.
Yeah, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
Very cool.
It's always been a passion, always been a hobby. Never was. I mean, watches and like they were both separate. This is just a combination of both. So
got it. Great. So why don't you tell us a little bit about you, like what got you started in the hobby and kind of the journey before you started the YouTube channel? Because I'll ask you, or let me ask you now, why did you start a YouTube channel? But before that, give us the genesis of Billy and how you came to be and the watches and all that.
Popped out of my mom, 1995. No, I'm just joking. But
great way to start.
So it all started really with a Timex from a grandfather that I didn't really know on my dad's side.
Ooh, Timex.
Very old Timex. It reeked of cigarettes. And I was getting in trouble all the time in school for my little ADHD outbursts. And I started to realize when I wore this watch and I watched the seconds when I started to feel a little antsy, it kind of calmed me down. So I took this technique and I ran with it.
Whoa, that's a big cat. I'm sorry, but that is a big freaking cat.
He takes after me. He's a fat.
Oh, wow. Woo, I see. Woo,
I told you it's a guard kitty.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
How much does that cat weigh, man? That thing is, he is pretty big.
Man.
Oh, like man. Garfield. He's orange.
Now, he looked like the Lion King for real. Look at him.
He's a lion, right?
Look at him. Wow. Gee.
He has no clue we're talking about him. But the cutest thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so it all got me into that. My grandfather then, that I do live with, I live with my grandfather. He gave me an old Omega. He's an old, like, wise guy sort of guy, you know, from like, you know, he's old Italian, old Ginzo. Comes over, he's like, I got this watch for you. I'm like, oh, shit. Where'd you get this thing? And so, yeah, that really got me into the whole luxury thing. I was like, what is this? He's telling me all about it. And I did my research, and so that's what got me really into the whole watches itself.
You know, was that a long time ago? Was that?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Okay. It's at the shops right now, getting repaired.
Nice.
So that's a good thing.
What model? What is it?
It was an Omega Seamaster DeVille.
Nice.
Yeah, gold. It was nice. Had the original band, and had the original price tag, and had like 1950. I think it was 1950s, and it was like $100 back then, $125.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. Yeah. So you went down the rabbit hole on YouTube, I'm assuming, like most of us do?
Well, no, I went down the rabbit hole of books, actually. Like a couple of people knew I liked watches.
Okay.
And close family members would like send me books like, hey, this is a cool book to check out. And then they'd send me watches, and then it kind of just started from there. And then I bought my first watch. Then it kind of went to cruise ships. My vacation life was always cruise ships with my family. And I'd pick up a watch there, and then it kind of like became me and my dad's thing, and then carried on from there.
Cool.
Wow. Awesome. Cool. Awesome.
Yeah, the Omega Seamaster DeVille is a great watch.
I didn't even know like anything about its worth or anything, so I'm at like Boy Scouts banging this thing to death.
Right.
Jesus, a nice dress watch, but
just to let you know how much more special it is, because I think they only made that movement. I think it's the 166 point. I can't remember that one, but they only made that movement, I think, from 1959 to 1965.
Holy cow.
And that's when Seamaster and DeVille split.
Oh, so, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was you're right, 1969. I did just learn this. A fan sent in a Omega. I got really lucky. Sent me an old Omega for free. I was like, holy crap. And it was the first time they split to just DeVille.
Right, yeah.
And, so I was like, I just learned that.
A fan sent you a free watch?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, good guy. I shouldn't say he's just a fan. He's a good buddy of mine. We talk a little bit, and
Okay.
he I met him through this whole YouTube thing, so that's why I called him a fan. But yeah, we talk and stuff like that. He was like, oh, I got something for you. So
Wow. Is he a watch guy?
yeah, he's a watch guy. You should check him out at oh my god, I'll forget his name. Oh, I love cheap watches. There we go.
Wow.
Yeah,
So he
I
didn't
love
like the
cheap
Omega because he
watches.
likes cheap watches. That's why he.
Oh,
paid.
wow.
Yeah, no, that's what it was. No, I think he got him for like dirt cheap, I guess. And I opened the thing up. The thing's like perfect. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We need to become friends with his friend P. Ross.
Of
Right,
course,
for
of
sure.
course. I love cheap watches. He's got a funny intro too. It's like ba da ba ba ba. I love cheap watches. It's like that sort of like.
So why start a YouTube channel? What was it about YouTube that
I
made
took
you
an
want to do it?
aptitude test. You ever take one of those things? It's called an aptitude test. It's basically it's one of those tests they give you to
Right.
tell you what job's gonna be perfect for you.
Mine's a stripper, but I don't know if that was career
no,
one.
it's
I
definitely
think man
correct.
was a drug dealer, but yeah,
You did better. I like that, Perry.
yeah, mhm. Yeah.
So what do yours say?
Yeah, mine said
YouTuber.
Yeah, instructional like teacher. They said the teacher. Then they said something to do with watches, selling watches, and then they said anything creative. So I combined all three.
That's very cool.
Right
man.
on. That's what's
That's
up.
very cool. Well, we love
Appreciate
you on YouTube so far. Everything you're doing, keep it up.
Thank you. I appreciate
Obviously, everybody go check him out if you're listening to this, watching this. Not a watch snob. Billy is hilarious. A lot of charisma. Keep it up, buddy. Glad to be, on a video with you and collaborating.
It's great. It really means a lot. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, thank you, man. Thanks for coming on. So,
Yeah, for sure. Yo, but check this out. This is really crazy because you're an Invicta guy. You like Invicta,
well,
right?
do you? How much? How much do you
Really?
like Invicta? You kind
I
of like
truly
Invicta?
like Invicta. I really do.
Okay.
Now I think I think I can relate to them because they're a joke, and people treat you like a joke your entire life. But in the truth of it all, in the heart of it all, you got some self-worth. So I just Invicta. People love to shit on them, but they're a gateway watch. Think about it.
Absolutely.
Everybody has gotten an Invicta once in their life when they were starting out, and then they learn about them, then they're like, oh shoot, and then it kind of brings you down that rabbit hole. They feel kind of gypped, and they're like, I really want a good watch, and then they move up to like Timex and Bulova, whatever they can afford at that point. What I'm trying to say is, how can you hate a watch that gets people into this hobby? How could you hate a watch like that?
Right. Exactly. For
All
sure.
over some MSRP. You're just mad because you fell for it. You fell for it too. You're an idiot just like me.
Right. So is that why you think people hate Invicta because of the
That's why.
MSRP?
And yeah,
Okay.
I did fall into it. I bought a $500 Invicta on a cruise ship.
Ooh! You went on the cruise?
Yep.
You went on the Invicta cruise?
Not the Invicta. Yeah, well, basically the Invicta cruise.
Wow.
Then I got scammed for I shouldn't say scammed. My dad, it was a gift for him. So I'm a good son. A little cherubs, if we could put an angel up here. But
what model was it? Do you remember?
It was a Invicta Casino is what it's called.
Invicta
It has
Casino.
casino, roulette wheel, and it looks like a roulette wheel.
Right.
And it is absolutely a fire. It's all gold. It's flashy as all hell. It looks like the biggest, cheapest piece of shit you could ever wear on your wrist. But it's perfect. My dad goes to the casino and he flaunts it about, and the dealers compliment him, so he's enjoying it.
Okay, that's what's up.
And you paid.
And I paid $500, only to find out at the island. I was literally in Jamaica, like I'm on the tour, and I got signal, and I look up the watch, and it was $100 on Amazon. Just fucking cry! I scream. Everybody you hear like, over there is really nice. I'm like, fucking Christ! Screaming at the
Oh wow!
So you couldn't return it? I mean, if you were.
So yeah, we went back to return it. Me and my girlfriend went back to return it, and they're like, all sales are final. And I'm like, come on, guy, like, come on. Like, yeah, no, sorry. They were like, it was a special sale. I'm like, special sale? It was the first day.
Special sale.
First day.
$500. I don't. You know what? I don't think I've ever paid that much for an Invicta. I don't think I've paid over $250 for an Invicta.
You're very lucky.
I wouldn't pay over $80 for an Invicta. No offense. I would check out two models, right? Which everybody knows, the Pro Diver and the 1950 whatever.
The 1953. Yeah, I want to get my hands on that.
I'm okay with those. So here's a funny story that I've never said before, and I have pictures. I'll look it up. Before I became a watch guy, right? I used to like watches, the aesthetic of them. I went to go visit my mom in Indianapolis. She doesn't live in California. And she was super happy to see me. You know, I was in my early, like you, Billy, maybe 24, 25. And we went to this store. I forget what store it was. And she's like, I want to buy you something nice because you're my son and you're here visiting me. And we really don't see each other much. I'll buy you something nice. So we came across this Invicta. And it was a square Invicta that looked almost like the Crazy Hours from Frank Mueller, whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't know because I didn't know watches, but I thought it looked kind of cool. And it was crazy. It was big, had like a purple dial with a big like 24 millimeter crocodile style leather band. But I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Click the buttons, you open it up, you could see the movement in the background, in the back. I'm sorry, the case back, and then it had a little mirror. I was like, "Whoa, that's cool." I don't know why it has a mirror, maybe to do a little bit of, but do that. Maybe P. Ross does, but anyway,
no, thank you. I'm good.
I got it. So I had an Invicta. So it wasn't your typical Invicta that everybody else has.
Whoa, stop. So you've had two Invictas?
No, one.
Because you owned a Pro Diver at one time, right?
No, I haven't owned a Pro Diver.
Oh, that was the Invicta you was talking about?
That was the Invicta I was talking about, buddy.
Oh, wow.
It was called the Times Square. I remember because I sold it on eBay.
Wow.
Some poor soul, I sold it for like almost $300, and I used those funds to buy my Omega Speedmaster.
Wow. I was always under the impression it was a Pro Diver.
No, and when my mom found out that I sold the Invicta, she was disappointed because I had that thing for 6-7 years, no more. I had it more, and I never wore, so it was way too big, way too gaudy. But when I did wear it, I would get compliments sometimes, but sometimes I'll be kind of made fun of by some people, and I was like, they just don't know what this is. This is Swiss made. I know Swiss made is good. Invicta, I mean, I saw the MSRP on this guy. This is like $1,000. So I'm wearing a $1,000 watch. Little did I know it's all a gimmick, you know what I mean? And it's ridiculous, but oh man, I don't know. Invicta, yeah, you're right, Billy. We all
That's what I'm saying. So you really can't hate on a brand that brings people into our craft. Why not?
Yeah, my mom still, by the way, she still doesn't get why I sold the watch.
My dad still buys Invicta. He loves his Invictas.
Oh yeah, they got some. I love like the Venoms. You know what I'm saying? And I know I got a classic in the Sea Dragon, the all wood Aztec.
I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even make those no more, so I'm never getting rid of that.
I used to watch the channel. You ever watch the channel? Like it's
what the Shop HQ.
Yeah, you're sitting there late at night. You're like, oh my god, I need that.
Right, this is a beautiful watch. It's $1,200, but today if you call,
like hell yeah, I'll get that.
I done all that all night watching Shop HQ.
But if you buy it in the next 5 minutes, we'll throw an MVMT for free. My God.
Well, cruise ships will actually. So once I got like the hang of knowing the watches, cruise ships will screw you over for people who don't know anything about watches. Where on the last day they'll offer a sale. So they will show you a Sherling or Sterling original, whatever those are. You ever seen those?
Yeah.
Sterling originals. They'll offer you this watch, retails for $2,000, but you can get it for $50 by the end of the cruise ship. And I'm thinking to myself, how the hell is that a percentage off? That's got to be over 100% off. Like what the hell? So like people were thinking, oh shit, I got a $2,000 like. So I understand the gimmick there, you know.
It's so funny you say that about cruise ships. Now thinking about it, I do have a colleague of mine that calls himself a watch guy, and he went on a cruise ship before the whole Corona thing, and he came back. He's like, "Hey, Miguel, I know you're a watch guy. Come here. You know, what's up, man? Look what I got. It's an Invicta, and it looks gaudy as hell, and it was a quartz watch." I was like, "Yeah, that's cool. Is that and only pay like less than $300 for it?" I was like,
"Yeah,
that's cool."
Yep. Well, they put them in those big briefcases. You know those big.
Oh,
obviously, that attracts like the inner man in all of us wants to exactly. You want to look bougie. That's the most bougie friggin' thing you can have. You know, it attracts the inner man in us. We walk by there like chimpanzees. We're drooling at the thing. Like, oh shoot, we need that. Give me that
Oh
box.
yeah.
Like it could be the ugliest watch in there. You're like, I just want the box. Like, is that possible? Like, you go up to the counter. Like, I bought this $10 watch, but how much for the box?
You're right. I gotta give it to him. The packaging is kind of gaudy.
But you know what's
a gaudy watch too.
You know what's weird about it though with these cases? I tried putting other watches in the cases, and it just didn't work.
Really?
With another watch, it just didn't work. I had to have Invictus in all the cases.
Wow.
Like other watches didn't work. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, Miguel, like, oh my goodness.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Real talk. You know, and Omega Seamaster DeVille just wouldn't look right in that case. Okay.
I agree.
I don't know if you blacked it out. You put a gold horse on that thing. The gold logo.
Right.
I gotta be honest with you guys. So today, and P. Ross knows this. So today I had a shoot. There's a local guy that does. He's like a watch repair guy. He does jewelry, watch repair, whatever. And I took one of my watches there to get clean and repaired. And he found out that I had a YouTube channel. And of course, he's like, "Oh, can you promote me? You know, I wanna." I don't know what he's thinking, but I'm like, "Sure, we'll promote you, right?" So when I went the first time, he was wearing a Rolex Submariner, and it's my ultimate grail, right? I've always wanted that watch, not because it's a Rolex, but because of the aesthetic, and I just love the way that it looks. Never handled one, never put on one on the wrist, never, ever, ever. That was like my first time really seeing one up close. But I made a deal with the guy. I said, okay, cool. How about this? How about if I give you 2 of my watches to service for free, and I'll go shoot a little bit of a video for you, and I'll do like an intro in one of my reviews and kind of give you a highlight, you know, kind of what I did for the coffee. I don't know if you guys saw for Rose Coffee. I did a little shout out just because it's a local company. I like helping him out. So he was excited. He's like, cool. I'm like, but I want to do something. I'm like, how about if you let me film your Rolex Submariner when I'm there, because I want to shoot your office or whatever, your jewelry shop, and a little bit of B-roll of you kind of working on a watch or whatever, but let me shoot your Submariner. He's like, sure, yeah, cool, whatever. I don't know the reference number. I wrote it down, but it's a newer version. It's not the Maxi dials, before the Maxi case. I'm sorry, Maxi case, slimmer lugs, beautiful watch. So anyway, I get there. Guy hands me the watch. He's like, oh, you want to borrow this? Like, it's all banged up, right? He's like, oh, I don't give a crap about this. I mold along with this. This is what watches are made for. He was not kidding. Beat to hell, but I was like, dang. He's like, oh, do you need the box and the bracelet? I have everything. He goes to the safe. He takes everything out. He basically hands me a Rolex Submariner, and I was just like,
right,
okay, awesome. So they say never meet your heroes, right? So I was like, I was so nervous. I'm like, I've been dreaming about this watch. This is a grail of mine. Like, I don't even know if I want to play with it. So, and I've been bashing Rolex so much, right? And like, we even had Brave Beaters, right, saying I have a Rolex, and it means nothing. It means nothing, right? So I was like, I'm probably gonna have the same impression because I was wearing my Socal SPB, and I took it on purpose because I wanted to record both of them, because I'm like, these are icons, right? I know Socal, this is gonna become an iconic watch for Socal, so obviously Rolex Submariner is an icon. Kid you not, guys. So I don't even know why I'm telling you the story. Oh, because of the box. So I do have a point. So I started playing with the watch, and man, it just surprised me so much. Like, the bezel action's like one of the best that I've ever experienced. Unscrewing the crown, screwing the crown, winding the movement. He told me to put on the bracelet because he had it on this ugly NATO. So I put on the bracelet. Everything fits perfectly. Like, no joke. And I put it on my wrist, and it was almost like I could hear cherubs like, oh, and it was weird. I know. I'm like, nah, this is just. No, it's not real. But, you know, I don't know what's going on with me. Maybe my head is messing with me because it's a Rolex. But no, I seriously, I departed from the name, and I said, okay, objectively, does this watch, is it a good watch? It is. Is it $15,000, $12,000 worth of a watch? No. To be honest with you, no. You know, but what I'm getting at is he showed me the box, right? And I'm playing with the box and opening, and that thing was so cheesy. I'm like, how can they sell this expensive watch in this cheesy looking box? Like,
the green box?
It felt, the green box. It felt cheap. I saw the card, the warranty card. nothing special to it. I'm like, all right, Omega's definitely killing it in the box department.
Absolutely.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves. I don't know if you've seen my video, but I go over the best boxes, and it's like one of my biggest pet peeves. If you're buying a big luxury watch, you better bet your ass it's coming in a nice like case. Like seriously.
Yeah, and it's so funny because a lot of people think otherwise or say otherwise. Like, no, why don't you save your money and don't invest all this money in the box and put it in the watch? But Omega is giving you that. I mean, it's giving you a coaxial movement, meta certified, COS certified. I mean, these guys go over the top. Yet Rolex is just giving you something good, but the box is.
And what else is so crazy is like micro brands do better than some of the luxury brands. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
You know,
100%. But well, Billy, we were. I'm sorry for deviating from.
No, you're good, buddy. You're good.
I just want to make sure that people know that I had that experience. So when is the video coming? I don't know yet. I need to wrap up some things, but I did shoot both the Rolex Submariner and my Seiko SPB 143 in one video. So I don't know if I could do a comparison video because I didn't have a lot of time to shoot them, but I do have enough B-roll to maybe do a small comparison and just say, is the Rolex worth $8,000, $10,000 more than the Seiko? I don't know. So I really just need to think about it. And again, I didn't have a lot of time to play with the watch, about 2 hours, but the times I put it on my wrist, I was like, dang, this is nice. But I do want to ask Billy, so you are in university, right?
Yep.
So if you had to recommend a 3-watch collection, no more than $1,000, because I know you guys are obviously on a budget and you're students, but if a fellow student, a fellow friend of yours said, okay, Billy, I know you have a YouTube channel, you're a watch guy, I have $1,000 to spend, I don't know anything about watches, what do you recommend?
All right, so first of all, not many students have $1,000 budget, so you are 100% right. They're getting like Casios, they're getting those Invictus, but
what if they get the student loan and blow it all up?
Oh my God, like the what was it called? What did we just get? The
Stimulus.
Oh my God, so many great watches. But if you're lucky enough, but so yeah, I wrote down that answer. I'm sorry, I thought I got a text.
Yeah, go for it, man.
So yeah. If I had to pick a watch for them, so I'd split it up like this. I'd get 3 watches. I'd get one beater, one like wear around, and then one somewhat luxury. So I would spend about $800 on the luxury. I think I would get probably like a Jazzmaster. I think it should have like a Valjean movement in it. I think it should be something that you can look at the movement, open case back, just so that you can get into the workings of that watch, because that's what's going to hook you. You're going to look at that thing constantly. You're going to be like, well, that's beautiful.
Right.
Then I think I would go to like a $200 watch, and I'd probably get like a Seiko of some sort, maybe. I definitely would recommend getting these watches used, by the way. Don't go for the new watches. Go used. I'd get like a used, I know I got a used Zodiac that was really, really nice.
Wow, okay.
For around $200 something. And then you got an extra $100. Go buy a Timex, go buy a Casio, go horse around with that money, or go put it towards, something else. Go put it towards the luxury watch or towards because you want to have that one luxury watch so you can show off to your friends like, yo, this is a nice brand right here. Like, you go out on a date or something, people recognize that little added touch.
Very nice. I wasn't expecting that, but very, very
really.
Cool.
What were you expecting?
Not a Jazzmaster.
Really?
It's a great watch.
It's called Jazz.
It's a great watch.
I've seen. I agree. Just
I think they're beautiful.
I love that Billy's just coming from
right.
I feel Bell and Ross and all kinds of things.
And so pronounce that movement again in there.
A Valjean. I think that's how I say it. I don't know French, but I'm guessing.
So, because I did the Breitling video with Miles Davis, and that's what they put in the second Navi timer.
Really?
After the first one, yeah.
Wow.
Right, and I had pronounced it.
I pronounced it Valju.
And I'm like, I hope I didn't screw it up too much. You know what I mean?
This has a 7750. My Speedmaster Valju.
Oh yeah,
Valju move. I think it's Valju.
The reason why I say Valjean is because French. I have a kid Lemieux, and it's like the same sort of like X. Valjean X. Those weird X's.
I don't know. I mean, we're not correcting you, Billy. I'm Mexican. Now, what do I know, man? Now, if you were speaking Spanish,
no clue.
Yeah, that's a different story, buddy.
I have no clue either.
Great picks, Billy. Great
Thank
picks. Why do I like saying Billy so much?
It's a nice name. You know, it's one of those names.
Oh yeah.
It's a great
bounces
name.
off the tongue.
So what would you pick? What would you pick, Miguel? I'm interested to hear what you would pick.
Before I go into that, I gotta say that I was drinking the weirdest thing. So I'm not drinking coffee. It's kind of late at night and I was gonna go to sleep. But I put a little bit of cranberry in here, cranberry juice with 1 ice cube and a shot of tequila. I don't know why it's hitting me now and why I even did that. And that's a weird combination. I just wanted to drink something.
Why didn't you tell me I could have been with you?
I feel happy.
Why didn't you tell me I could have been with you, man?
He is pissed.
You know what I'm saying? I could have got the Hennessy out. You know what I mean? You should have said
Don't
something.
You have it handy? I know you sleep.
No, I'm in my basement. The liquor's upstairs, man.
Look
man.
At Billy's drugs.
I'm so glad you guys aren't sober. Oh my god, thank God.
And he's smoking weed. You know what I'm saying?
Discreetly.
Yo.
Massachusetts, fire state.
Fired up.
All right. Well, that escalated quickly. Guys,
Massachusetts is like a better California. I'm telling you. Massachusetts is a better California. Like,
is that where you're at?
Yeah.
I don't even...
Like, yeah, you guys get like sunny all the time. Okay, who gives a shit? We got hot tubs. Like, fuck it. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Like, it's such a better state.
Wow. Wow. Okay. All right.
Us homeless, they leave when the snow comes. Come on, we're perfect. We're perfect.
Well, you do know that P. Ross is in Ohio, right? He's not in California.
So. Oh, killer.
Yes,
killer.
I'm in Ohio. Yes.
Oh my God, I've been there. I like it there.
Yeah, Ohio.
Ohio
was Cincinnati Zoo.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Ohio is like the broke man's California.
Man, well,
but it's great.
West
but we
Coast
get
represent, baby. West Coast.
We get great snow, crazy weather, earthquakes. We get it all.
We get earthquakes, fires. We get a lot of fires.
Yeah, too many fires. Oh my God.
Way too many fires. But three watch collection for me. So it's a same concept. College student, university. Okay. Man, I would go vintage, modern, and all pre-owned, except for I would say a Casio W5600, just because they're great watches, affordable, like $50, $60. So I definitely recommend a Casio. It's a watch to get. I will go with a Socal 5, just because you could see the mechanical movement, right?
Yes.
Zenith.
Brilliant.
Zenith or like the SNK
No,
series.
like the SN. I would really recommend the SNK.
The military look.
SNKL 41 J1.
The
I hope that's
look.
right.
Yeah, like
the classiest look.
Polished. Yeah, it's polished.
Yes. Because you can mix it up. You get the white dial, the black dial. Not a great movement, 7S26 movement.
But at least they get to see inside of it. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. That's why I said, I mean, Valjo is a really nice movement. That's why I was going luxury. But, like, as long as you can see the movement, it's great to see it ticking and clicking. And
yeah, absolutely, man. And then for my vintage or for the higher end, obviously I want to go Swiss, because we already picked the two Japanese, right, with Casio, and then we did a Seiko. So I would really recommend Omega, just because I see them going up in value. And if you get like an Omega Seamaster, like a vintage one, because now you have $700 to spend or something like that, right? Or let's say $600 to spend. You could get a great vintage Seamaster
easily, yeah.
Throw it on some really nice straps, and I guarantee that the value is definitely going to go up, and you're going to be a member of like the higher end luxury without breaking the bank. So that's my
very smart.
Now, what model specifically of the Seamaster? I don't know. There's so many to pick from. You know what I mean? You could go really classy, kind of like gold case, stainless steel, black dial, white dial, all kinds of dials. I would recommend if you could go with a black one, but typically a white one is what's more prominent out there.
I think something they can beat up their first watch. That way they don't have to worry about like, oh my God, am I wearing this? You know what I'm saying?
I would go. That's why the Seiko 5 would be your beater. Well, I mean, your beater would be the Casio, but then the Seiko 5 would be kind of like your nicer watch.
You know what I'm saying? Like my luxury watch would be a good little beat around too. You know what I'm saying? I'd be worried about some of those like the DeVille, for example, the Omega DeVille. It's a little like I'd be worried about beating that up.
Yeah. I agree, man. What about you, P?
I think for as far as luxury, I would go vintage Omega Constellation.
Ooh,
those are expensive though. I don't
know what I'm saying. About $600. You get one for about $600.
The pipe hands.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
You can get the pipe hand for 600. I don't think so, man. I think
you can get one for about
You
six,
can
seven
find them
hundred.
out there. I think you could find them
You
out
know
there.
what I mean? Yeah, for sure. And then I would go with if you get a real good deal on a Hamilton khaki, don't pay retail for it though, and go used.
Oh, I was
You
gonna
know what I
change
mean?
I was gonna change my collection, but you kind of beat me to it. All right.
A Hamilton khaki.
That's good.
Ah,
And then I go with a Casio DW 5600.
Ooh, perfect.
You know, yeah. So you know.
See, I'm not a Casio guy. I know that sounds bad, but I got one, hated it. Never again.
no, it's okay, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's cool.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I'm doing some math here because I think I could beat you guys and come in with some respectable watches for under $1,000.
All right, let's hear.
Seiko 5, brand new one. Not the
Mhm.
new ones. It's the SKX replica.
Yeah.
The kind of older ones with the 7S26 movement. Whatever model you want, whatever military style or more dress. I would say more dressy, and you'll see why. So I will go dressy. That would kind of be like your dress watch. I will go with the khaki field, which you beat me. Khaki
Yeah.
field. You gotta go with the khaki field. That's your field watch. That's your kind of beat around a little bit. Glycine combat sub.
Oh,
Swiss
That's
movement.
tough.
$350 for a brand new one.
That's
Under
tough.
$1,000 for a collection of 3.
yeah, that's
tough.
hot.
Yeah,
That's
definitely
hot.
tough.
So
I also think like I have an Alpina. That's pretty nice. I don't know if you guys ever
Alpina's
dealt with
nice.
Alpina.
Yeah.
Alpina's
But
nice,
yeah,
man.
that's like I think that would be a great like bang for your buck. Like
Yep.
I think I paid like $700 or something like that,
Mhm.
which would be a perfect like somewhat like I count anything over $500 luxury. I'm not gonna lie, like $500 luxury fire. That's it. I'm good.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, people, the snobs
Yeah,
would crucify you right now and
Of
say
course.
that anything 5,000 and above is luxury or 3,000. You know, because a lot of
Yeah.
people call, and I hate when they do this, your entry level Swiss or is vintage diver that's almost $1,500. That's entry
Right.
level, and I'm
Entry
like,
level,
$1,500 is a lot of money. I don't have that kind of money
That's what I'm
for a
saying.
watch.
That's what I'm saying.
All right,
Ridiculous.
great
All
picks,
right.
guys.
Yeah.
So, what is your ultimate grill watch and why?
So my ultimate grill watch is one that you guys will probably have to look up because it's an oddball. But
Okay.
it's called a Romain Jerome or Jerome Romain. I don't know which way you put it. Moon Dust. So this watch is a weird one, but so it's this watch that like kind of got away from me. So I was on vacation with my dad. I saw this watch in a newspaper. I had to have it. We run to the jeweler store. We're on the island, trying to find our way around to this jewelry store, and we get there. It's like 20 grand. We're like, okay, obviously we're not gonna get this friggin' watch, but it's literally made out of a piece of the moon, like
No way.
like
What?
an actual piece of moon rock is in there. They also
Ooh-wee.
have one that's from the Titanic, which is like
I've heard
it's
about
metal
these watches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
out of actual piece of Titanic, and it's got the grit and like the the bronziness to it. Super cool watches, and the one that they have that looks like a moon. It's got the craters and the hands look almost like a space station. Super beautiful watch, gold, solid
Right.
gold. The
So
watch
which
that
one
got
is
away.
more expensive, the Moon Watch or the Titanic watch?
I believe they're part of the same line. It's just different. Like, so I
Oh,
believe
okay.
they're around the same price range.
Right.
It's just
Okay.
different. They have like it's called like the history line. So they have like, God knows who else they have. Abe Lincoln's hat. I don't know what else they
Right.
have.
Wow.
I've heard about those watches. Yeah, no, for sure, I
Very
have. But
beautiful.
that's a good pick. Not, I like, again, you keep throwing curveballs at us. Not your typical. I want a Speedmaster. I want a Submariner. I want an
No.
AP. You know, so that's
I
cool.
tried a Speedmaster on and I didn't fall in love. So that's
Not
one of
for
those
everybody.
watches that I'm like, I'll get an Omega, but not that.
Very cool. All right, cool.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
look, we all know, I mean, for the people listening and watching, that you don't take yourself too seriously, and we like that, right? I mean, that's kind of what we need in the watch community, because unfortunately there is a lot of watch snobs and snobbery and people thinking that they're better than you because of whatever reason, because of the knowledge, because of their collection, whatever it is. So what advice would you have for somebody just getting into watches? Let's pretend somebody's just getting into watches. They're listening to this episode or they're watching this on YouTube and they're kind of intimidated because they're like, man, these guys, they're very intimidating. They seem to know a lot about, not us, but most watch guys, collectors. Yeah. So what advice would you have somebody?
It's a watch. You can get them for $2 at Walmart. You can get them for $200,000 from fucking Richard Mille. At the end of the day, it tells time. It's a watch. Do you really give a shit what other people say about your damn watch? It's always over monetary things, and if those people are bragging about monetary like value, then those people don't belong in the watch community. Does that make sense?
Great Absolutely advice. Makes sense.
Doesn't matter. Absolutely. Like the beauty of watch collecting is that like any king can feel. I mean, any commoner can feel like a king, because like like you were talking an Omega for like the average, for a guy who's 25, like you can feel like a king and not have to be a king. So, right. Screw people who think that they're kings.
Well said.
That's what's up.
Well said, P. Ross. Yeah, so, that's well said, man.
What is the ultimate goal for your channel? And what other channels do you look up to?
So, ultimate goal of my channel is just to have fun. Like this to me is more of like a resume builder. I'm just doing it to horse around, see where it goes. I mean, do I take it serious? Hell yeah. Like I pour my heart and soul into these videos. I hope you know that. But
you could tell. Yeah.
So so that's my ultimate goal is just to have fun, and I learn every single time I do an episode. Holy crap, the things I learn are just mind blowing. So that's a good thing. Very cool. Yeah, what was the second question? I completely forgot.
Channels you look up to.
Channels I look up to. Definitely some of my buddy channels. One to watch, a guy named Dean. He kind of started giving me confidence and became sort of my friend when I joined YouTube. That was a nerve-wracking thing all in itself. So yeah, that was a good person to look up to. And then the big channels, I look, when I was doing research on what seems to work and what seems to not work, before I started my channel, I watched a lot of Jory Goodman, Time Teller, whatever, and Urban Gentry. I like TVG, TGB, whatever it is.
Cristiano.
Yeah, perfect.
Right on.
Nice, man. Nice. All right. Yeah. Well, so we talked a little bit about luxury and about affordable watches and everything in between. But if you had to name your top 3 luxury watches or watch brands, which ones would it be and why?
Okay. So my top 3, that'd be nice. Free luxury brands. But my top 3 luxury brands. I'd have to say JLC. I love what they're doing. I can't even say, was it Jaeger like Cultier? I can't even say that.
JJ like Ultra.
Jaeger like Ultra. Yeah. I have to say that one. Yep. But JLC, I love what they're doing. I think that they're beautiful watches. I'd honestly get something, and I'm not even a huge skeleton fan, but I would get something skeletonized. Just so I don't know, just because their movements are so beautiful.
Yeah.
I think Zenith is like, no one ever talks about them really, and they're gorgeous. I mean,
yeah,
you ever seen a Zenith? Holy crap. They're knock your socks off. Beautiful. And then I'd have to say that would be it. I really can't think of another one. Yeah.
Wow. Not even Omega or
Nope. I don't love Omega that much.
Rolex,
like I said, I don't really love it that much either.
Seiko, Grand Seiko.
Seiko bothers me a little bit. Now this is where I get kind of snobby. You ready? Here's where I get snobby. What I don't like about Seiko is I can't tell if you're a $35 watch you got at Amazon or a $35,000 watch that you got from Grand Seiko. Like I really can't tell the difference between the Seiko Tuna that I got that's a solar and the Seiko Tuna that costs $2,000. And I'm sitting there going like, where you're coming from. I get they all kind of just mesh in their own ways, like I feel like if I'm spending that much money on a watch, like the inner workings are way more like decorative, way more luxurious than Rolex and stuff like that, than some of the stuff that like Omega and stuff is doing. But just the outside alone is just kind of too much. Like, oh, I got a Seiko. Oh, cool, my dad's got one. Like, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm spending like $35,000 on a watch or whatever it is for a Grand Seiko, $5,000, I want the exclusivity. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
Sort of.
I respect that.
Right.
I respect
for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, we talked a lot about different things and watches and whatnot. Now it's the portion of the show where we talk about other things, and it almost feels like we've been talking about other things the whole episode, which is always fun. But yeah, Billy, we talk about whatever you want. So this is your time to recommend food or a book or whatever. Go for it, buddy.
I have really nothing to recommend, honestly. Like, I did not think this one through, to be honest with you.
No worries.
If you're a fat fuck out there, I recommend bariatric surgery. I just got that done. It was fucking fantastic. I lost like 100 pounds right now.
Good for you.
Yeah, I lost 100 pounds, and I eat like this is a meal for me, and I'm full like Thanksgiving Day. It's freaking awesome.
Cool.
Wow. Yeah. When did you get that done?
October 5th. So I'm relatively new, about 3 or 4 months. Right after that, I did the channel. So I kind of wanted to see a progression of weight loss as well from the first episode.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know it gets to the point where your health really... I don't know if you did it for health reasons or because of your image, because you're like, oh, I hate the way that I look. But whenever it's... Okay, cool. No, that's good. Yeah, you got to take care of yourself, man. However it is that you're going to take care of yourself. So good for you, man.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. And we know that you broke your foot, right?
Yeah, I broke my... Oh, my God. Don't recommend being an asshole at work. Yeah, so it's so bad. So you ever, you go to put a shopping cart back and you go and ride it? You know, you ride the back.
Yeah. I do it all the time.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, when I
do it all the time.
When you were a little kid,
I still do it.
You still do it? Yeah, dude. Yeah. I still do it. I'm such an asshole. Yeah. I fell and broke my leg at a Lowe's. I'm working at Lowe's. I broke my leg like that. They're taking it mad serious. They're thinking like, oh, fuck, I'm going to sue the place. Like me, I'm over here. I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot. I go to the doctor's office. I'm wearing my Hawaiian shirt, my Lowe's jacket. They take a picture of me. I didn't know they'd take a picture at the hospital. So all of a sudden my picture shows up and it's just like riding shopping cart, broken leg, Billy Denty. And I'm like, fucking, are you Billy riding the shopping cart? I'm like, yeah, I'm the asshole riding the shopping cart.
Yeah, that's me.
Wow.
25. Broken leg.
Oh, man. So you're doing better? Crazy.
Yeah, I'm doing better. Yeah, I can walk on it again and shit. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Be careful. P. Ross, what you got, buddy?
On the note of his broken foot, I was at work today, right? And I'm going down the steps to go to the bathroom. No, I was going down steps to make a cup of coffee.
Yep.
So I'm looking at this Casio as I'm going down the steps, right? And I'm just looking like, I think this thing is beautiful. I missed a step and I fell. And I had my cup in my hand. And you know how you have a little leftover coffee? Did none of it spill. And as I fell, I just put it on the ground. It's like I had stopped and paused and put the cup on the ground. My phone was face down on the ground because it was in my other hand. And I'm like, holy crap. So I got a bum knee right now. So,
buddy.
It's all good though. But other things, nothing, man. I'm waiting on I'm getting a package tomorrow. The Lucky Green Air Jordan 1s.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Nice. So I'm waiting on those.
The Celtic greens. Come on. Look at us. Celtics. Here we go.
Sure.
Beautiful. Another Boston-based thing. Another reason why Massachusetts is the greatest state. Sorry, guys.
I don't know about all that. But it's
Come on, you can admit that much.
That's funny. Man, other things for me, I honestly been super busy. Haven't had a chance to watch any movies or TV. Work has me running around like crazy, and obviously the podcast. And that was exciting what I did today. I mean, with coronavirus, I don't really get out much. And I was wearing a face mask. Everybody was being very respectful wearing a face mask. They kind of let me work by myself and in the back. So that was fun to do like an on-site shoot that was not in my house. And it was kind of nerve-wracking because I carried all my equipment over there, my camera, my lights. I felt like a film producer when in reality I'm not. But it was cool, And the craziest thing is so I get there. And here I am thinking I'm a pro, right? So I take out my camera and my lenses, and the guy goes, "Wow, all that looks very expensive, and you must be, really good." And I'm like, "Oh crap!" Like, no, I'm not. Like in my mind, I'm like, "No, I'm not." Funny thing, so I finished the shoot. I get home and I look at my camera. I should have looked right there, right? Rookie mistake. I look at my camera and the B-roll that I had outside of his shop, like showing like his shop name and everything, it's way overexposed because I had my settings incorrectly. So I can't use that footage anymore. So I told a buddy of mine that lives close, I'm like, can you just go with your cell phone and just at least just video the outside and I'll crop it into my thing. So he's going to do that. Shout out to Omar. But yeah, that just goes to show you that it's just a learning thing.
I made a shirt for myself about like to like self-publicize my channel, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I've been working on this week.
Show us.
And it's pretty funny. NAWS, not a watch snob, and it's instead of a shark, it's a fake Rolex Daytona. It says
That's
snob.
hot.
And super Hawaiian-y, of course. You got to go super tropical. Pink and like green. Got to look super tropical.
Right.
That's cool, man. Hey, we need to get some shirts made, P. Ross.
Hello?
Oh, what happened?
You just went black, yeah.
What the heck happened?
He's been black, so what's up with that?
I've been black for a long time.
But anyway, hey guys, so
I can't see y'all.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I can't see you either. Can you see him?
No, I can't see you. I can't see any of you guys. We're having technical difficulties, guys.
I can see just you and me, yeah.
I can't see nothing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, guys, but
Skype does not like us, yeah.
They don't like us, but we are at the 53 minute mark.
Oh,
Billy, where can people find you? Where's your YouTube channel, your Instagram?
Please go ahead and check me out at Not a Watch Snob. You can find me on YouTube. Go ahead and search me, Google. Also look up 2mix.com if you're interested in some cool shirts. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay, cool. P. Ross.
Yo, Ross Wristwatch Love, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. And make sure y'all check out the Socal Watch Reviews Facebook page. Go up there and check that out.
Yeah, we forget about that. We neglected. I neglected. I'm sorry. So Socal Watch Reviews for me, just YouTube, Instagram, Relojeando's my Spanish one, but I figured everybody listening to this maybe doesn't speak Spanish.
What was that? How do you say that?
Oh, Relojeando.
What is that?
Oh, I see Miguel. I see.
It's like Relojeando, or relojes is watches, and Relojeando is kind of like horsing around with watches.
Fuck. You got to write that down for me. That's fire. I like that. Yo, I'm going to put that I'm going to try to say it. That's fire, dude.
Relojeando.
I've been trying to say it for a long time, and I can't get it.
Just
relojeando.
Yeah. I'll write it for you.
But it doesn't sound as nice as me, but whatever.
Well, hey, Billy, thank you so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure. It's been fun, man. I knew it was going to be fun.
Absolutely. And just so you know, I don't stay up late night to do these for everybody, just for certain people. I appreciate
that so much, P.
You know what I'm saying?
Really, and I'm sorry that you hurt yourself. I really appreciate that you guys have me on this channel. Like, I've been looking forward to it like all week. Like, oh my god, I had it like 20 times.
Forward to.
Looking at my script. Appreciate it, guys, so much.
We'll have you again, man. Best of luck to you. Everybody, go subscribe. Not a Watch Snob.
Not a Watch Snob.
Hilarious stuff.
Thank you so much.
And I would like to leave y'all with a few words of inspiration.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? These words come from the great Nelson Mandela.
Perfect.
Okay. Are you ready?
We are ready.
Are you ready?
Apparently it's not.
I do not lose.
Oh my God.
I either win or I learn. Peace out.
P. Ross has been saying the same quote, and that's becoming his thing now.
That's a nice quote.
But it's a great quote. That is a great quote.
It's motivational.
But guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Stay humble.
Thank you, guys.